Hello everyone, and welcome along to this first Ironheads MSF video offering. In this first video I want to look at two-handed swords, two-handed weapons, the correct way to hold a two-handed sword, and to look at the different parts that make up a two-handed sword. Now, because this is MSF, modern sword fighting, for all of these video offerings I'm going to be using this official competition MSF two-hander from Battle Heritage. First of all, I'd like to show you a Black Fencer synthetic HEMA sparring sword so that we can look at the different parts that make up a two-handed sword. So this is a Black Fencer synthetic sparring sword. This is my Federschwert, which is Old German for feather sword. So this is a practice weapon for medieval longsword. Now, looking at this, the parts of the sword, you have the pommel, the grip or the handle, the crossguard, and the blade. Now, the blade you can break into two halves. So you have the strong and the weak, and then you also have the true edge or the long edge and the false edge. The long edge or the true edge is the edge pointing away from you towards your opponent, and the short edge or the false edge is the edge pointing towards you. So when you come to pick up and hold a two-handed sword, right hand underneath the crossguard, left hand down by the pommel, so that you've got a bit of a gap. You get more leverage when you move the blade. Don't grip the weapon too tightly. You just want a relaxed but firm handle on the sword. At no point do your hands ever swap positions. Now, if you are a left-hander, you can choose to fight left-handed. There are two types of grip that you'll be using in fighting with a two-handed weapon. Standard grip, thumb grip. Standard grip, thumb grip. Standard grip, thumb grip. Standard grip, thumb grip. Right hand underneath the crossguard, left hand down by the pommel end. Now, clearly this MSF two-hander is virtually round, so you can't distinguish between edges of a blade, but nonetheless, when the weapon is resting on your shoulder, the side that is pointing away from you we're going to call the long edge or the true edge, and the side that is pointing towards the fencer, the short edge or the false edge. The point of balance of a sword is important. With most medieval swords and with practice weapons, the point of balance is a few fingers or a hand span away from the crossguard, generally speaking. So most of the weight is taken in the pommel end. With a modern sword fighting two-hander, the point of balance is much further along the blade. So although this is very lightweight, it's going to feel slightly top heavy compared to a HEMA practice weapon, but it will give your arms a good workout.